how's it going? Welcome back. This is Amy, and if you're new, welcome to. This is Thursday, so we're here for Book Talk Thursday. My glasses are fogging up already. Wash my hair. Okay, it's starting out nonsensical already. Yeah, got my coffee. We're working on it. This morning I made some chocolate chip pancakes because I was craving them last night, so I got up and did that. So I had my pancakes already. So I have had a little sugar rush. So now we're having our caffeine rush in our book mug. This one is the Black Rifle Dark Matter. I'll pop a picture up. It's a it's a dark roast, which we need all the time in the morning. Mm. Anyway, glasses are fogging up. Hello. Um, yeah. So today book talk, we're doing a book review of the three books I have from February. February was a horrible reading month. I didn't get much done and it was short and it flew by. And I don't know what happened, honestly. I know there's a lot of people out there talking about. Obviously, February is the shortest month, but January felt like the longest month ever in a new year. And then February just flew by, and here we are in March. Hello, March. St. Patty's Day's coming. Um, Coming up pretty quick, probably. Anyway, I have these three books. I did not finish the Dark Places by Gillian Flynn, but that's okay because I decided to save that one for my March reviews. So hopefully March reading will be a lot better. I don't intend to just like whip through books. I just really um well, when I started the channel, I didn't want to whip through like a bunch of books or whatever just to get through like a number. So I enjoy reading and I want to keep it enjoyable. So I'm just taking my time reading books. If they get done, they get done. If they take a long time, they take a long time. I have a big book by Stephen King, Insomnia. It's going to take a long time. I might have to end up purchasing that one because I don't know how many times I'll be able to renew it from it's a library borrow. So yeah, that's a chunker. And I didn't realize it when I um put it on hold to borrow it. But anywho, so let's just jump right into it. Oh, weather report. It's been cold, and last night I uploaded a video of a hailstorm that happened at our house here, and it was like a good little while it happened, and then we still have ice on our grass we found outside from the hailstorm still. I thought it would be melted and gone away, but there was a significant amount, enough that some have lasted in little pockets, corners, sides of the house. So that was interesting. So it was colder this morning than I thought it was gonna be. But, yeah, I think it's supposed to be can I bring it up on here without ruining anything? Probably not. Um, Says it's 49 degrees. Uh, and I think it's only gonna be maybe, gosh, I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna get into the mid 60s, high 50s, maybe. Um, Yeah, it's not going to be that warm for a few days. So that's that. Yeah, we had our little hailstorm and it was thundering and lightning. And I don't like, I can take the hailstorms and the heavy rain, but I don't like thunder and lightning. So let's not tell anybody that. But yeah, I don't, I don't like it. Um, who does? Probably people out there like it. Anyway, so that's the weather update. We're off on talking about the first one. Actually, is it actually, let's go in order because I actually am keeping track of which how what book number I'm on. So this is the third book I was reading in I started off in I started off for the holidays and then I didn't get to it, so I put it on my I think my January TBR and I didn't finish it, so I kept reading it. So I finally finished it and it's a really teeny tiny one, but that's how February went. It was slow. And this is a little book and it took me a long time. but I finished it in February, and it's Freshly Crowned Murder by Tanya Kappas. And it's a little cozy mystery. I really liked it. I really like these. They're short. They're short. They're cute little cozy mysteries. This is about a lady who she used to be a lawyer, and she moved back to a small town where her mom and her aunt live. And she bought this coffee shop, and it's called the Bean Hive. Um, and she has this little dog Pepper. It's a schnauzer, and she has a boyfriend. And so anyway, this is about a town's annual Christmas in the park is underway and includes a Christmas parade. So they have a pet parade at Christmas time. And what I like about this one is too, in there's a pet shop or a pet, yeah, I guess a pet shop or something. But they try to get pets adopted. So she has the friend that owns the pet shop brings over a cat to her coffee house and lets it hang out and see if anybody will want to adopt it. So it's staying there for the holidays. And then they have this little pet parade, and then they have like little booths at this little Christmas in the park, and then the coffee shop has a booth, and then another booth is so that the dogs and cats can get adopted. So that's just a really cute aspect of this little cozy mystery hometown thing that I like, along with the coffee shop. But yeah, so it says Paw Parade that'll help the furry residents of Pet Palace. Pet Palace is the name of it. Get a home for Christmas. That's a plus. It's not the four-legged creatures that steal the show. It's the pair of legs sticking out from under the Christmas tree lighting ceremony that has all the town talking. Suspects are piling up faster than falling snow while a murder is on the loose. Roxy, that's the main character, can't let this ruin her first Christmas in Honey Springs. That's the name of the town. And so her coffee shop's the bee bean hive. Um and soon realizes it's the ghost of Christmas past that holds the real clues. But can she get the mystery solved in time for the holidays? So this is a series. Yeah, my nose itches. This is a series, and this is number 6 in the series. I think it's number 6. Oh no, I'm wrong. I'm way off. It's number 3. So it's the Freshly Ground Murder, but it's a Killer Coffee Mystery series, and it's book 3. And also in this book, I have this series 1 through 6, I think. I found it at the Goodwill. I found the pack at the Goodwill. And so I just started off because I was going to read a holiday one. I started off with a holiday one. I didn't start off at number 1. I don't think it's going to be a giveaway if you don't read them in order. But also in here is some recipes, which is really interesting. Recipes from the Bean Hive. So the coffee shop, they have little snacks and things she makes there. Cook Christmas harvest blend coffee. She does her own coffee, um, um, blending, roasting. I think. Not sure if she roasts it or if she just blends the flavors. But anyway, so and there's just like soups and different things that you go to a little independent coffee shop and find little treats and snacks and lunches and things. So that was really cool. And another thing in this book was I had a lot more to read, and the reason it took so slow, but it at the end I found out there was an actual, what is it? There is a first chapter in the next book. So chapter 1 of book 4, Full Blooded Brew. So there was actually a little chapter of the next book in here, which I didn't read yet because I wasn't sure if I was going to get to that one anyway in a while. But yeah, this was a cute little story. I think I gave it a 3 stars. It was okay. I liked it. 3 for me, 3 isn't bad. 3 is it's okay. I liked it. It wasn't over the top like exciting adrenaline rush. That's not what these are. They're just a cozy mystery. You might have some excitement and stuff, but they're just kind of I think this one was a little slow burn for me at the beginning, but when it got to the person that was killed and they find him under the Christmas tree. He was the guy, he's an older guy and he owned the tattoo shop. Is if that's a spoiler, okay. But and so there the premise is trying to find out who killed the guy and why. And so some things from this guy's past come up, some secrets that he had that he didn't tell anybody, and they gets found out about at the end, and who did it and why. Basically, it just wrapped up. It wrapped up really quick on once you find out who did it and why. It was just like right there, cut to the chase, and that's it. Which is fine for these because they're small books anyway, and you don't want to drag it out after you find out who did it. But I did enjoy this. I did give it a 3. I just do whole stars. I don't do half star ratings. That's just more for me to think about. So if I just stick to whole stars, it's just really cut and dry. I liked it. I didn't. It was okay. So a 3 is still good for me. 3 is okay. This was a 3. Usually when I get to like the 2s and the 1s, obviously that's not okay. I didn't enjoy it. I've given 2 stars just at the end of last year. There was a popular book that went around and um I didn't like it. It was actually an author I really like, a new author, Stephen Graham Jones. It was his book, the newest one he had. I Was a Teenage Lasher. I did give that 2 stars. I know it was an unpopular um, rating because a lot of people liked it, but I did come across some people on BookTube that didn't not like it like I did, so I'm not alone. But anyway, so I do give out less stars. But yeah, this was good. It was okay. If you want a little cozy mystery, it's not like in-depth forensically. It's not, I don't find it graphic in any way. There's no spiciness in there. I mean, there's a love interest for the main character, but it's not, you're gonna get kissing maybe and hugging, but that's it. But it is a cozy mystery, so, and it's a holiday one, so it's a good one to read for the holidays. Plus there's a little dog in it, and like I said, they do the pet parade. That's great. So there's that one. So that was Freshly Ground Murder by Tanya Kappas. And the next one I read, this is the 4th book I read in 2025 so far. This was the one I had got at Goodwill, and I didn't have it that long, and I was really interested in it, and so I wanted to read it, so I just picked it up. I picked it up midway reading this one, and I started reading more of this, and then finally I realized, I just told myself I had to finish the cozy mystery, and so I did, and then I went on to finish this one, which is The Girl in the Ice by Robert, I think it's Brinza, and it's a Detective Erica Foster novel, which I started reading this and I really, really liked it. I really like detective, um, crime, thriller stuff. I like the detective. It's a female detective and it's set in the UK, and so I'm finding I like more. Well, I'm watching more British TV, so I like that, but I like the a good British UK detective series. So I do like the Vera Stanhope series by Anne Cleeves. I also like the TV shows. So when I seen this one and it was a female British detective, I thought, oh, that sounds really interesting. And it was a murder of this young socialite girl. So what happens is, um, says when a young boy discovers the body of a woman beneath a thick sheet of ice in a South London park, Detective Erica Foster is called in to lead the murder investigation. So right there, you got this body under this sheet of ice in London, and off we go. And it says the victim is a beautiful young socialite appearing to have the perfect life. Yet when Erica begins to dig deeper, she starts to connect the dots between the murder and the killings of 3 prostitutes, all found strangled, hands bound, and dumped in water around London. What dark secrets is the girl in the ice hiding? As Erica inches closer to the uncovering the truth, the killer is closing in on Erica, but will she get him before he strikes again? So this was a good, I like the pace. Seemed quick. It gave, uh, I thought the character, um, the detective Erica Foster, she's, I think, I can't remember where her background's from. Like she came from, somewhere else. She's not English. She is, I cannot remember. Eastern European. We're gonna go there. Um, and her character, I like how it delves into her character. Like you find out a lot about her and the reason how she is, like how she does stuff or how she thinks. But uh, it's not a spoiler because I think it tells it at the beginning. She was married and her husband was a police officer also, and there was an incident, a police incident, and he was killed, and some other police officers were killed, and so she had been on leave of absence, and she got called back up to work, and they transferred her this other um, chief. Um, I don't know what he is. He's like the boss at the police station, the chief. He wanted her to come on this case that there was this murder that happened to this high. It was a high profile murder case of this young socialite girl, and he knew Erica from back in the day when I think they were at the academy, but he became chief, and she's just like still a detective, but that has to do with other things of, you know, men making the top spot and women usually are not getting there as quickly. That delves a little bit into that in here and how um, their relationship is between her and the chief. He's married and has some kids, and she's just lost her husband. And this guy, the chief, he seems to be like a real hard ass all the time on her for having known her and been friends or whatever. Not friends like sexually, just friends, friends. Um, regular friends. Uh, so he seems really hard on, but he's a chief and he's under a lot of pressure with this case. I understand that. These high profile like celebrity, she wasn't a celebrity, she was just a rich kid, and her father has something to do with politics. So anyway, so it has some twists and turns as far as who you think did it, and then there's this person out there that's kind of stalking her, like watching her house where she's staying, and things are happening, and so that's an interesting aspect. And then you're trying to figure out who did it, and then there's quite a few possibilities, but and then it leads into this socialite, this girl's life. I can't remember her name either. I'm bad with names. Um, even though I really like this. Uh, she has issues, this girl that's murdered, and she gets involved with some not nice people, and so you know how that goes. Is the suspicion is on them too, and then you find out some other hairy things that are going on in the world there in with these prostitutes that are found dead. And so Erica's kind of putting two and two together and matching up that there's possibly a connection between this murdered socialite and these prostitutes. And so yeah, so it just goes through, it's just a good old murder mystery thriller. And it's a I say British. It's set in England, and she's a detective with the I don't know what police. I don't think it matters what police department where it's at. I can't remember. It says South. I think it said South London. Um, around London. Anyway, it was really good. I really liked this. So I really liked it so much that I ordered the next one. So I got the next one um yesterday. And so this is the second one. It's the Night Stalker. So I want to start on this thing, but I have some other books I have to get through before I get to it. But this one, yeah, I'll put this in my book haul I'm going to do on Tuesday because today's Thursday. On Tuesday's book haul, and I'll read the synopsis then about that. But it's another Erica Foster one, and I think there's 5 total right now that I've seen. So I might be getting the other one soon too. But yeah, and I have another book coming today, another nonfiction that'll be in the book haul on Tuesday. But yeah, so I really, really like this Girl in the Ice. I liked its writing. I like the character of the detective a whole lot. And yeah, I gave this a 4 star. This was 4. This kept me intrigued and it kept me wanting to keep reading and get through it. And I was starting to make some notes, but then I got so into reading it that I didn't want to take time to make any thought. I have one oh, I do have one mark that I liked in this book. It had I guess, a poem or a quote, um, and it has to do with grief, and I really liked it. It was really good. So I just marked that the spot there. It just starts out, "When I am gone, release me, let me go." And it goes on. It's quite a few paragraphs, but I thought that was a really good little quote in there, so I just marked it. But that's what that tab is. But anyway, yeah, I really like this. I really like this series so far. Hopefully, I'll like the next one just as much. Um, and then the third one I read, which was my number 5 of the year, is it's a little bookshot. It's a shorty. It's from James Patterson and Maxine Petro. It's The Women's Murder Club, The Medical Examiner. And these are book shots that James Patterson has done with other people, like his other, like this is a series. The Women's Murder Club is a series. And I really like that series, and so I collect those books of the series, and the Alex Cross he writes also. And so these I came across this one at the it's not staying on my thing. Um the library sale I went to, and I got a couple of these. And so I just went to my book haul is going to be mostly the library sale I went to this last Saturday, the first. It was on the first. And I found a couple more of these book shots. And so I'm really liking these because they're short, they're easy to get through. They're less than 200 pages. Like this was 125 pages. And it's just a really quick read. You can read it in one setting. I didn't read it in one setting because I had um, typical me, just get distracted and do other things, and I get up and whatever. So it took me a few days. But yeah, so this was about a woman who checks into a hotel room and entertains a man who is not her husband. As Shooter blows away the lover, wounds this millionairess, leaving her for dead. But it isn't the perfect case for the Women's Murder Club. It's just most or just the most twisted. But yeah, this was cute. This I gave it a 3. It wasn't as interesting as like a whole um book about a murder from the Women's Murder Club series, because it's just short, so it just gets right to the point, and it just kind of rushes through the whole little scenario of what happened, which is fine because it's short and you want it to hurry up and get through. But I just found it kind of a slow burn, and it wasn't really kept me as interested as, say, like a bigger book of this. But I understand why it's a book shot. I get it. It's just a quick little flash thriller, I'll call it. And yeah, so you get to the point really quick, pretty much. And not all of so in the Women's Murder Club, there's a bunch of ladies. They have different jobs they have to do with law and crime, or reporter. So there's about, I don't know, there's Cindy, there is Claire, there is, let's see, there's a reporter, there's a medical examiner, there's a cop, there's an assistant district attorney. I think there's four. I think there's four. Four ladies. I'm gonna say four. There might be five. Um, I think there's four. But anyway, one of them was gone on vacation, so she really didn't have much to do with the case. And then it was basically the reporter and the medical examiner that had to do it. Because what happens in this one is they're in this the medical examiner is doing these autopsies. She comes in the morning, she's going over what happened last night, and her assistant's giving her the rundown of all the stuff that happened. And they brought these two people in that were shot in this hotel room. And so she's in the process of either looking over the paperwork or doing another autopsy, and or looking at one of the bodies in the little pull out fridge where they keep the bodies in the morgue. And they hear this rattling in one of the other drawers. And so her and her assistant are like, what the heck? And then they first think it was nothing, and then they realize they hear it again. And so they open the drawer that they think they hear the noise from. And of course the bodies are in the body bag still. And they open it up and they see this body bag moving around, and there's I was like, "Man, that would creep me out so fast. I would take off out of there so fast. Like, I would never come back." But yeah, so they open up and this lady is in there and she's not dead. She was shot. She was like shot in the shoulder and she had like a graze on her hip or something like that. But they explain why she could possibly be mistaken for dead and how she got to the morgue. But yeah, that would freak me out so much if that happened in real life. Yeah, that was good. I like that writing on that because that made it really fun. Um, I mean, not to find a dead body that's not dead in the morgue wouldn't be fun. It wouldn't be fun if it was you. It wouldn't be fun if it was me. Um, but anyway, so yeah, I gave this a 3. It was okay. Like I said, it wasn't as exciting as I find the whole regular size books. It did have the moments. That's why I really liked it, and I like that it's a little bookshot, and I like the little mystery in it on how this lady was shot, and then she of course, has amnesia. She don't know how she ended up at the hotel or who the person was with her. But anyway, so it has little, things like, oh, why wouldn't she tell who shot her? Well, she didn't remember. Um, but yeah, quick little reads. I really like them. I would like to get a lot more of them because it looks like a ton in here. Um, like I said, just because I gave it a 3 doesn't mean I didn't like it. I like it. It's just not that what I'm looking for in a 4 or 5, that I have just a little bit more adrenaline rush, a little bit more excitement, and it keeps me going. And it's just really an edgy, um, I don't know if scary is the right word. Not necessarily scary. It's hard to scare me. In real life, it's not hard to scare me. In a book, it's hard to scare me. But yeah, there's quite a few he has listed here. I don't know if you can see those, but yeah, there's quite a few there. And then and then there's I don't know, different series, I guess. Flames. I don't know. I don't know. There's a bunch. There is a bunch. So I thought there was more in the back. Yeah, there's pictures in the back. But anyway, these are a good little, if you just want something quick and you just want a little quick little mystery to read, like in a setting or at night before you go to bed. This wasn't that scary. It wasn't. It wasn't. It was just, there was a murder on the loose. No biggie. And it's set in San Francisco. So the Women's Murder Club, the whole series is set in San Francisco, California. And so yeah. So if you're familiar with San Francisco, some of the things that they talk about, the areas and different things that might stick out to you. But anywho, so that is the 3 books I read in apparently February. Um, yeah. This one, this one was my top. Girl in the Ice. I really, really like that one. And I like these. I'll read more of these too. But anyway, thanks for coming by. And that is Book Talk Thursday. And that is the book reviews, the ones I had finished in February that I hadn't reviewed. So yeah, so hopefully March is going to be a better reading month. I'm almost through with, I think I'm at 50 or a little over 50% with the Dark Places by Gillian Flynn. So I hope to have that done soon because I want to start on the book I'm supposed to be getting today, the history book, nonfiction, The Lincoln in California. I had started because I borrowed from the library and I had to take it back to the library because it was on hold, so I couldn't keep it any longer. So I ended up ordering it. And so I'm on page 50 with that one. And that's a short book. I think it's under 300 pages. And like I said, it's a nonfiction. It's Lincoln in California. So it has to do with California's history with Lincoln and connection to the Civil War. Um, that's really interesting to me because I live in California. And so there's some stuff they're talking about California history that I forgot about or I didn't know. And I'm really interested in learning that again. And yeah, so hopefully on Tuesday I will do my book haul that I got. And I did order another book. I did order a book, but it's for April. It's called Hula. And I should have that in a week or so. But that'll be on another book haul. because I won't have it by the time I do this one. But anyway, that's for, we'll talk about that when I do that one in April. A thing I want to do in April for reading. But anywho, thanks for coming by. Cheers. Happy reading for March. I hope it goes well. I think my March is going a lot better so far than the February. Um, and we're already here at the first week of March. I don't know how good or bad this month's going to be, but hope it's probably going to go faster than February did. But we'll see you back here on Tuesday and have a good weekend.